Four members rotating up. If Prince can also get a lot here, but Croco's going to go for the engage. Zeus taking the brunt of the damage here as the Sultan Battery comes down. That's first blood going over to the Orbit Deception from the Ahri, as Zeus also is burning down, but Gumayusi, he's made it into the fight. Can he actually pop off? Finds the ult. Dove body slams to get himself away. Dredge line is fantastic, and Vault Breaker is going to be there. Liiv SANDBOX are going to be able to get out, although Gumayusi is still going very far forward. Faker's now underneath the turret. The stun comes through, and Kale has the shield.
It's going to be such a pivotal one.
Well, Zeus, he's booking it, running real fast towards this fight now as the Orbit Deception does a little bit of damage. It looks like Ona won't be able to get over here. He's slowed down. There's the cast. Dredgeline doesn't quite hit the mark, as now they're going to try and go in onto the Pantheon, who takes so much damage. He's been tanking forever, though. The Vi is going to be traded. Zeus now just walking it out as Prince is on the wrong side of the fight. The charm picks up Gumayusi, though. The hook is going to land, but the Emperor's Divide is just amazing. Not enough to save Gumayusi, and now Closer is looking to clean this one up. Prince.
Starfall can turn a fight, but if you're just walking in his Pantheon, why'd you pick this one, you know? And he absorbs the wild growth so that Guma can't.
Well, he's going to dive on top of this Gragas, but Closer's over here. The Everfrost is fantastic. Cast is just going to pick off Zeus, and Croco will get in here. Sultan Battery doesn't really care about your Emperor's Divide, as Faker is just going to blast cone his way out.
And the Sejuani, but not as good against the Zeri.
Well, they're looking for a bit of a flank play here as the Assault Battery comes down, and Liiv SANDBOX say, don't mind if I do. The Glacial Prison leaves a bit to be desired as Croco picks up the kill on the Sejuani, and now Carrier completely out of position. They are going to be able to lock that one down very comfortably as Closer is on the chase, looking to lock down his former teammates here. The risk right now, wanting to catch someone out beforehand.
I think taking these fights sooner than later is definitely optimal.
Well, Croco's just going to try and walk past the Sejuani's taking so much damage, though. The depth charge just bought so much space as Closer takes down yet another kill. Ona dies as basically an afterthought as Gumayusi is ulted, but I just don't see an angle that he can actually stand and do damage. They've already taken out the jungler and the frontline tank. Liiv SANDBOX will be able to take Baron.
Yeah,
I'm trying to come to terms with how good Closer is playing after seeing him have a really rough time earlier on, as Kyle is probably going to die. There's the explosive cast. He doesn't use the stopwatch, as this Drake is going to get taken down. That is sole point. But now Croco's going to have to get out of here. Dove, I don't think is going to survive this one, as the Grand Skyfall does come through, or the Grand Starfall, as it is now.
Liiv SANDBOX, who were slightly overextended. But where's the front-to-back team fight here? We're going to have to see that before we can believe T1 has a chance.
Well, Glacial Prison does connect. There's a great Everfrost. The follow-up's beautiful as well. Look at the bouncy castle from Liiv SANDBOX. The Piggy was not having a great time as now Closer is dashing forward. Looks for Carrier. Actually, looks for Gumayusi. Doesn't find him there with the charm.
Weeks of LCK?
Yeah.
Usually don't like to see that. Hey, he's got it upgraded once. Not the longest cooldown ever.
Well, Croco's decided that he's going to go for the fight. He manages to get into the backline onto Gumayusi, who's trying to get out of there. And immediately, Closer is polymorphed as the hook connects! What the heck was that, Kyle? That is going to seal the deal on this team fight. Faker's going to get flashed on. It's a double kill for Prince, and Liiv SANDBOX are done. They want to finish this game right here, right now.
Like we said, this is the most Liiv SANDBOX comp that they have ever been allowed to get. T1 let them draft this. They let them have it, and yeah, there are some really good parts of T1's comp. They are very good at scaling. They have some good skirmishing power, but they never got to show it. They never got to use it. They fell behind to Closer early, and it's lights out.
Yeah, these Nexus turrets going to be next on the menu as that charm onto Zeus is going to spell his end, at least after this stopwatch does go down. Immediately, 2 kills come through. This last Nexus turret will go down, and Liiv SANDBOX, they are one game away from taking down T1 like not many other teams have been able to do this year and even this season. First Nexus is going to hit the deck.
I think we'll see a pretty big swing in some of those gold difference averages here in the early levels. Is very painful.
Well, especially when you've got a troll coming from behind the turret looking to try and lock this one down. All right, can this dive actually work? As the flash still available here for Crocos. Nevermove is going to connect. Faker is on a merry jaunt as Closer's going to come on in with the shifting sands. Yeah, Vision of Empire is only going to see the vision of First Blood going over to Closer. Some semblance of control back in this game as Abyssal Dive comes down. It's a nice little knock up there from Carrier, but Moonlight Vigil comes down here, and Prince is doing so much damage. The hook is going to connect. Tries to throw out the ulti there as well, does Carrier, so no one's going to die. They do get the heal out of Gumayusi.
T1 going to group up here for Herald.
Well, Cask is going to go entirely wide here as Fake is going to turn up. Looks to try and lock down a kill, and I think he should be able to. The Demonic Ascension's going to help out first.
Puts T1 right back into the game.
Certainly does. Prince is pushing here for this bottom lane, though, as Croco is rotating down, and Gumayusi does have Carrier on the way. Flame Chompers come on in there as well, as now Prince trying to lock down the kill onto the Jinx. As the Devour comes through, and all too easily.
It just becomes extremely comfortable to play if Faker and the Wukong start to get ahead. Owner already has 1 kill.
Well, hook comes through here as Croco is going to need to subjugate. Does do so, but is going to still be taken down. Owner picks up that kill. Now Closer's trying to get the autos through, but doesn't have enough mana for the Conquering Sands or the shifting or anything like that. Prince is going to get another plate down here towards the bottom side, though, so that's definitely good news if you're a SANDBOX fan. But now Carrier going for even more. Zeus finds the Glacial Prison, and this is the kind of follow-up that we've learned to expect from T1, and finally, they'll be able to deliver it.
Positions, actually.
Yeah, I think the Cloud Soul buffs are actually pretty huge, as that's a nice sidestep there from Closer, who I think almost did it accidentally. As, all right, Gumayusi's going to have to flash, but Croco's making his way in. Moonlight Vigil comes down, and Prince locks up that kill very comfortably. They take the turret as well, as the Cyclone will come in. Now, Owner, can you get any more out of this? As Fake is going to come down. Owner will fall, but can the cleanup actually come through? Prince now trying to fight it out against Carrier. Faker against Dove and Croco together, and he's losing out on the trade. Carrier's going to go down. There's the cast to divide the fight here. Try and keep Closer alive, who manages to walk it out. Gives him the thumbs up as well, as Zeus will be taken. My God, what did Closer have for breakfast?
I mean, I just never thought I'd see the day that we'd be watching Liiv SANDBOX out hands.
Faker get away, but that means that Zeus is 100% by himself, and that meant that Closer was given his opportunity to escape. Now Croco's going to get engaged on Emperor's Divide to try and split up the fight, but still, they're able to take down Croco, and now Liiv SANDBOX, no way to stick around for this one. Surely belongs to T1. Never move, not going to connect there. As Liiv SANDBOX, I mean, they can win a fight, and then they instantly lose one, and it's happened over and over again this game.
Yeah, T1's comp, when the game state is like this, it still works very well, and it's starting to get easier and easier as Faker starts to get more items. When he gets his Rylai's, that's when he's really going to be online. And this is going to be another charge coming through from this Herald.
Well, Moonlight Vigil comes down. It's a lot of damage. The hook connects onto the Tahm Kench, but he just wants to eat that gray health, and he's going to be pretty happy. Great Devour there from Kyle, who spits out Prince. And the Jinx has already been taken. Look at Dove. He's just in the backline murdering everyone. What is going on? It's so many kills over to Prince. It's a triple. It's an ace. And it's an ace for Liiv SANDBOX. And Closer was top lane.
No reason to hard force this. You get a hook with the Blitzcrank. You see what you can get. You do not need to be between turrets.
Oh my God, Kyle is too good at this game, Wolf.
And he's too good at Tahm Kench.
Yeah, man.
I regret saying I didn't think it was as good of a pick now.
Yeah, I mean, he's so good at engage that I completely understand. As we're straight into another fight. Zeus is going to go down. Prince gets another kill. He's 7-0-3. As Carrier's going to get knocked up, that's another one. Make it 8-0-3. He's legendary.
That extra turret topside during the picks in that last fight.
Oh no, Ona's going to get knocked up. Dove finds himself a barrel as well, as Ona has no other option other than to try and get as much damage down. And when he has a Tahm Kench as well, Prince can basically frontline. We've seen it already as Croco's going to face check. Okay, well, can they actually kill him? As he's got Subjugate, there's a Devour there as well. Closer's going to turn up. Zeus is fed to Prince. And now Faker's going to get popped back. Also fed to Prince. Prince is just lapping up the members of T1. 11 kills now as Closer dashes in. That might have been a step too far, but he does have the stopwatch or Azonia's. I'm not entirely sure what it is at this stage.
Seasons where they fall apart at the end. Closer very alone here.
Yeah, Dove also a little bit out of position as the Baron is going to be taken down. Ona looking for his opportunity. Dove flash body slam gets to safety. What is this? Emperor's Divide on turn 3, and it's a massacre for Liiv SANDBOX. Prince is so safe over the wall. Immediately, it's a double kill as T1 are getting routed. Gumayusi, the last man standing, and Liiv SANDBOX may complete the 2-0 right now.
I think they will. Guma getting just chunked down by a Trundle.
Oh my goodness, he's underneath the turret, he does not care. Kyle might also die, but instead, it's just going to be the Jinx falling.
That's
and
an ace.
SANDBOX, yeah, they pick up the ace, and they are going to win this game. They're going to win this series 2-0 against T1 and claim sole possession of third place.
A 23.5-minute victory against T1, our second place team here in the LCK. They made it look easy. Not one part of this series was close. Neither game for even a second did T1 have control.
Spot locked in for round 2, but as Wolf was kind of getting into at the end of the cast, it's, you know, this could have taken a different turn if T1 started turning down earlier. Liiv SANDBOX certainly looking